New videos every day.
Have you tried 1,000 different diets? Every time a new diet comes around, you give it a try. Have you lost a lot of weight on a diet, but then gained it back almost immediately once you go off the diet? Have you ever wondered, is there a way to lose weight without being hungry all the time? Today, I want to give you some of the best weight loss advice ever. So there's a lot of products out there that have a label on them that says diet or low or no fat, sugar-free, different claims like that. And usually those foods, in order to justify that label that they have, actually have some kind of strange chemical or something like that added to them. And that actually makes them a lot unhealthier than the original food that they're trying to substitute for. The other thing is that sometimes we eat them and we think that they're healthy. And so what it does to in our minds is like, oh, I had a Diet Coke, so I can splurge and eat this piece of cake later. Well, the truth is, just because it says diet on it or low fat or no sugar, does not mean that it's a healthy food. Another thing about these foods, especially in the case of Diet Coke and these other foods that are sugar-free, they contain artificial sweeteners. So those artificial sweeteners are still going to cause an insulin response in your body because it's thinking that it's having something sweet. It's still going to bottom out your blood sugar and it's going to end up making you hungry. So if you've ever noticed, for me, I used to be a big cereal eater and I would eat a bowl of cereal in the morning, and within about an hour, I was suddenly way more hungry than I ever was before I ate the cereal. And it turns out that it's because of all the sugar contained in that food. So things that really spike our blood sugar and even things with artificial sweeteners are going to, once your body has kind of dealt with all that sugar, end up making you way hungrier than you were before. So even though a lot of these items that are diet or low fat or whatever really are claiming that they're going to be better, they really have us thinking that they're going to be better for us, they're just not. And you're much better off to just have the normal one and then add in some extra servings of fruits and veggies than to eat that diet or whatever other substitute it may be, feeling like you're doing something good for yourself. My next tip is to be wary of nutritional claims. So again, you've got all of those diet, sugar-free, low-fat, whatever, different claims on foods. But the fact of the matter is that the foods that are really going to promote health and that are really going to help us lose weight the most are foods that don't have any nutritional claims at all. So the fruits and vegetables that come out of the produce section, the lean meats that we get from the deli section, but the foods that are coming from, big food manufacturers and things like that, just because they have a claim on them, like their diet or their low fat or whatever, doesn't necessarily make them healthy. And if we could start being a little more wary of those nutritional claims and opting for foods that maybe don't have nutritional claims at all, we'll actually see our health improve drastically. My next tip has to do with dealing with that feeling of guilt that we feel when we eat something. Now, I know this personally. When I go out and I splurge on a big piece of pie or ice cream, I feel guilty afterwards. I feel like, man, I probably really shouldn't have eaten that. And that's a really tough thing to deal with, those feelings of guilt. So the best way to kind of nip that in the bud is to start eating good foods. You just really can't eat too many good foods. You can't get fat eating carrots and apples. So the more that you're integrating those good foods, and especially the more you're replacing bad foods with good foods, you're going to cut down on those feelings of guilt. You don't have to feel guilty if you ate 5 apples. You don't have to feel guilty if you ate 20 carrots. And once those feelings of guilt go away, that'll really contribute to you being able to feel better about your diet, feel more confident, and not getting all bogged down with those, dieting blues, so to speak. So eliminating guilt by eating more good foods and replacing bad foods with good ones is one of the best tips that I ever received, and it's really worked for me, and I think it can work for you too. My next recommendation is to grow some gratitude for your body. So when we're looking at eating choices, the main thing we're faced with is instant gratification of how good this food tastes, versus what are the actual long-term effects of that food. Is it going to make me feel full? Is it going to make me feel hungry later? Is it going to actually contribute to my health or contribute to my ill health? Is it going to make me gain weight? And so when you kind of are holding those two different options on either side, the instant gratification versus the long-term benefits of good whole foods, it's really important that you have some gratitude for your body. Our bodies carry us around everywhere. They allow us to pick things up, to hold them, to carry them, give them to other people. Pretty much any of us in our job are probably using our hands throughout the day, or actually maybe even doing hard labor with our bodies. When I was able to recognize all of the amazing things that my body is doing for me at any given time, I really had a lot more gratitude for it. And I wanted to do things that were good for my body. And it made me realize that, you know what, it is more important for me to do something that's good for my body than to just do something because it feels good. So if you're somebody who you're constantly in that decision and you always go for the bad food and you're always going for the instant gratification, make yourself a list and write down everything you can think of that you are grateful to your body for. And I mean, down to every last little thing, the fact that you can feel, the fact that you can touch, the fact that it keeps you warm when it's cold outside. All of these different things are going to help us grow gratitude for our bodies and feel better about doing right by our bodies. And when we're faced with that, instant gratification versus something that's better for the long haul, we'll really have more understanding of why those long-term benefits are important and of wanting to do something that's good for our body, because that's how much we appreciate it and want to fuel it the best that we can so that it can perform at its best, it's going to last a really long time, and that we're going to feel good. We're going to have energy and just feel good and feel positive about things. And that has a lot to do with how much great gratitude you have for your body. My next tip is to learn as much about nutrition as you possibly can. So you don't have to go out and become a clinical nutritionist or anything, but in general, the more that you understand your body and the more that you understand the way different foods are going to have different effects on the body, the more able you will be to make good decisions about foods and to feel more confident in the decisions you're making about foods. The more understanding you have of your body and of nutrition and how it all works, the better you're going to feel about going out and making good decisions. And the more all of the information out there is going to be less confusing to you because you'll actually have your own understanding of nutrition and what's best for you. In a future video, I'm going to give you 10 easy, healthy snack ideas, the best way to prevent yourself from making a bad eating decision is to never get to that state of extreme hunger. So if you've got some healthy snacks with you at all times, you're not going to have to just get something out of the vending machine or stop in the drive-thru really quick because you're in a hurry. So stay tuned in a future video where I'll actually give you some really great snack ideas. In another video, I'm going to tell you why people gain weight. Now we've got the main gist of most diets is how much you eat, counting calories or send off something and they'll send you back all your food in the mail and that's all the food you can eat. There's this huge emphasis on how much we're eating, but I'm going to tell you why it's more important what we're eating and actually tell you why people gain weight so that you can stop gaining weight and start losing it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that this video was useful to you. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video and if you'd like to see more like it. Please leave me a comment letting me know any questions that you may have about any of the tips that I gave today. Especially leave me a comment if you have a tip that I didn't mention, but that you would like people to know about. And go ahead and subscribe to our channel so that you can stay tuned for all of our future videos. Thank you so much and have a good one.